Hello and welcome back to Web Components Remote Conf. I am still Justin, and with me now is Pierre-Alban Dewitte, who is going to speak about adding handwriting recognition to your application with custom elements. Kind sir, please take it away.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. So let's start and let's dig in to know in 5 minutes how you can add handwriting recognition in your application with custom elements. So most probably you use mostly your keyboard to interact with your computer today. But did you ever have trying to input some maths in a document? This is something quite hard, and you have to learn the LaTeX syntax or use some very multi-buttons keyboards dedicated to it. This takes time, and this is annoying. Also, if you have ever tried to input some shinies in a document, this is something also hard, or you have to learn Latin to Chinese conversion method like pinning. This is quite uneasy. So here, those days, we are seeing more and more devices coming with a stylus like the Surface and this photo, but you also have iPad Pros or some Android devices coming to the market. And most of them, many of them now comes with a stylus, and that's here where handwriting recognition could help a lot. So let's see how you can integrate it in your app with the custom element we built here at MyScript. So I will start with a text example. So here I configure it to recognize shinies, and I have a Wacom stylus in my hand, and I will write. So I will try to write China. As I'm not a Chinese speaker, I may make mistakes. Tuck. That's it. China get recognized, and that's the beauty of custom elements. My elements get the recognition from the server, because basically how it's built, it's canvas capturing the strokes I write with my pen. They get sent to the servers, and I get a recognition result. Here it was the China words get recognized, and I catch up the events, and when I just made a check on the content, and I launch a small animation, but that's just for the demo. I'm not an UX designer, so as you can see. There is text, so basically we recognize about 60 languages, but we can also recognize more than 200 symbols, and basically some trigonometry, for example, in the math. So that's it. So something nice with math also is that you can correct your mistake by scratching. So for example, if I want to write A, this is pretty easy. And also, as we are building custom elements, you can customize it with extra attributes. So for example, I can change the color of my strokes. I can also hide the control buttons if I want. And here I will write some matrix that's also being recognized. So once I'm writing, the recognition could be inaccurate. This is quite normal. We have to have something syntactically correct to have the best recognition. If you write some partial mathematics, it could be wrong, but once you write normal equations, it gets very well recognized. So that's it for the math. So basically, those two components will capture on random strokes for you even if you are using a pen, a mouse, or touch. Once the stroke is captured, a call to MyScript API is made to have a recognition working. And in return, we expose attributes, events, and methods to take advantage of the recognized content. We also have a small set of attributes allowing customization. And just for our information, it's built with Polymer, but it can run almost everywhere. That's the beauty of web components. So thanks you for listening. And if you get interested by handwriting, just go to developer.myscript.com. That's the stuff I'm building every day with my colleagues. And if you have any question, just ask me on Twitter. Bye.
Thank you so much. That I see the chat going just absolutely crazy. People seem to really like handwriting recognition. That's what I'm gathering, particularly in a web component. I mean, how did you how do you start with that? Like, how does one go, you know what, today, handwriting component, it needs to recognize Chinese?
Basically, MyScript is a company. We are working on handwriting recognition on native device, also on the web. And we start making a JavaScript API, and it's pretty uneasy to document it and to expose it and to make it simple to integrate in every app. And that's here where web components helps a lot. It's pretty easy to explain what you can do with your components, and it really fits our needs to have a visual component with some fixed boundaries and a very easy way to interact with the behavior of the components and get some output. It's really a spec for us.
So we have a few more questions. People seem intrigued. Did you write the server-side implementation yourself, or is it using a third-party lib?
No. The server side is really the core technology of MyScript. It's we run a PAS, and you can send your stroke even in REST or WebSockets, and we got APIs for that. And the core of our techno, it's something on our own, and it's built since 18 years right now, and we go all around the world to gather some writing samples and to do some machine learnings with it and to train and tune our algorithm to have a very good accuracy.
And wow, yes, questions are coming in. So is the code open source for that component by any chance on GitHub? People are asking.
Yeah. For the component part, it's open source. For the server part, it's closed source. It's our stuff. And
then someone would like to know, can this work in our Cordova app?
Sorry,
someone would like to know if it could work in a
Cordova. No. Straightforward, no. You can use the server API, but we never succeed making the web component works in a Cordova app.
Well, fantastic. Really, I mean, that is, I mean, as live demos go remote over a video stream, that is pretty trick.
Yeah.
Well, we greatly appreciate you coming out today and doing this. I know there's a lot of interest in it. This session 2 is going to be available here real short like. So if you want to rewatch it or try to figure out how exactly one does that, you can rewatch it here in a second. And then again, thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks you. Yeah. Thank you to our organizer. Bye-bye.
And we will see you all here in the next session in just a moment.